And we're back. After yesterday's feature race, the top 8 drivers have been reversed on the grid, setting up some exciting action as we launch into today's event, the sprint race. Davide, is there anything we should be looking for in today's race? The teams are all very competitive at the moment, so are we about to witness a push from anyone in particular?
Hi Alex, the team will have been studying everyone else out there very carefully, so I think we are in for a very interesting event today. I can't wait to see how this race unfolds.
All right.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
All right, we won the last race. Now we have the sprint race, and apparently we don't even need to stop. So we got the same setup on the car. We went over this in episode 1. I'm stumbling over my own words. We have the same setup, same strategy. Fuel is fixed in Formula 2. There's nothing more to do except start the race. Difficulty was upped a little bit in the last night's stream at the end, so I start P8 here in the feature race, or the sprint race rather. We have the feature race. See how easy they make it for me. And look at that, we're fighting Yuki Tsunoda right away. Oh, I had to give up the position. Think about your tires. A long way to go in this race. Yeah, AI seems much more competitive, so this is good. Carlin, that's the name of the team that is Red Bull sponsored. I couldn't remember the name of the team last night. Didn't see much of the back of Tsunoda in last night's race. Very interesting first lap. Change the tires. We have 12 laps to do something. I'm being very cautious because traction is so difficult this year. You have to be ultra careful. Went in a bit too hot. Get the snap of the rear there. Bit of a late lunge on Tsunoda, but hey, we've gotten a position on the Japanese driver, and now he pulls out of the slipstream. Oh, come on. And I learned from last night's duel with Tsunoda coming out of the pits there to have better traction than he did coming out of that corner. Just got to get drive off the corners. Oh, there's been an incident behind. Tsunoda was in it. He was involved. Wow, that was close with Zhao. That was very, very close. I almost ran into the back of him. Oh, we're drifting. I locked up the rears. On the brakes, I went in too hot. Way too hot.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
And fastest lap of the race. Getting a little too aggressive, but I think a podium is still on. Maybe. We'll see. Just depends on what kind of race we have here. Gotta be careful coming into turn 10. They're so slow going into it on the brakes. Come on, give me traction. Now I've gotta nail this corner. I can't outbrake myself. A bit of a question mark overtaking there, and I have DRS as well. Force him to go the long way around. We'll do exactly what we did to Yuki on the previous lap. I see he backed out of the move, and I almost, again, I keep locking the rears on the brakes. My rear tires are not going to hold up at this rate. Really pushing the car now. Not in DRS, so I don't have that. I'm coming up on Sato. Have to blend the throttle through that corner. Still went green in the second sector, so I did something right. Should be purple. It is going to be a purple lap time by a lot.
Drugovich has just set the fastest lap of the race.
Oh, well, he can screw off because I just did better I one-upped him. Give me the downshifts, please. Now, these guys ahead of me, they're pretty quick. I just gotta stay in DRS range. That's my biggest thing. Is getting in DRS.
Increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Yes! I have DRS, but it's not doing me a lot of good because my corner exits are not so good. DRS. Yes. DRS train. And fastest lap again.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Oh, I can, and I will. Have mercy, please. My goodness. I'm nearly losing the back end. Not an overtaking place. You have to be fully alongside to really send it there. Come on. I've been stuck behind this guy for laps. Oh, come on, I activated DRS. That really kills a little bit of speed there. Not helping me. I hope their tires fall off a bit by the end of the race. Oh! And he spun! Sato spun right in front of me. It's a free position, I'll take that.
The officials are deploying the safety car due to multiple cars being stopped on track. Mind your delta. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
It's okay because it's a safety car. First safety car of the season. Too fast for the Delta. I mean, we'll catch the safety car queue and we won't have to worry about adhering to a Delta. But I don't want to get caught speeding and get punished for it. I say, you know, we just stay out on this tire. I think that's what everyone ahead of us is going to do. Unless you're like on medium tires or something. Or just really, really worn tires. can't believe Jeff hasn't asked me for like a strategy change.
Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Yeah, no one's coming in, and it wouldn't be a smart move to come in, so the delta should go away. And now it's just about catching the safety car. Q. She's just ahead of me. If we resume racing...
Right, pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead.
We should have a shot at a podium if we can get racing with enough laps to go. You just need to give me 2 laps, and I could go really aggressive after Tictum maybe gets Schumacher. Who's leading this? I want to say Drugovich, but it's hard to see if that's who that is. My eyes are terrible. It is Drugovich. Drugovich from Schwartzman, Schumacher, Tictum, then myself. Behind is Zhao, or Zhou, I've heard it pronounced both ways. Aitken in P7, and beyond that, I have no idea. Oh, what is... Drugovich has a problem, so Drugovich is out of this race. And he has a problem, so that's a free position. So podium becomes even more likely. Drugovich from the lead is out of the race. From the lead. Wow. So that's a huge blow to his race. He was leading this reverse grid sprint race. Sprint races are reverse grid from the feature race. So we finished pole, or we had pole and we won the feature race. So the sprint race, we obviously would start P8, which is the highest position you can start if you win. I don't remember the full reverse grid format, but yeah. I think like there's a position like P4 or something in a feature race gets you like P6 in the sprint or something, or it gets you, I can't remember. There's a position that gets you a really good starting position in the sprint race. You have to look at the rule set for Formula 2 to get that full information. I think the safety car will be in on this lap. Hopefully, that will give us 2 laps of racing, if that's the case. It's been pretty relaxing. I'll warm my tires up by the end of the lap. I don't actually know. Can I see? There's the tire temperatures. Time for me to start weaving just a little bit as well. Weaving through here is a very interesting idea. Safety car in. Is there a message that the safety car is coming in? There it is. Safety car in this lap. So we'll begin racing. We're getting about 2 laps in of racing with the safety car coming in. I'm going to have some slightly more.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap. Dictum just ahead, push hard. Less than a second separate you. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 9 laps old. The time last lap was a 2 minute 8.5. You're gaining by 8 tenths. 8 tenths.
Yeah, no one else has stopped them on
green flag.
On slightly worn tires. No one ahead of me has stopped. So it's all the same story for all of us. It's all about holding position and maybe gaining a few. Podium in this race would be a great result. Don't lose it on the curb. Had to back out of that throttle or I would have spun it. Oh, that's contact, and that's wing damage. Alright, I don't know if I can make an overtake on Tictum, but I have front wing damage. Oh, I've spun, and I've been run into. Safety car, please.
There's been an
Safety car!
track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
What an interesting scenario here. No front wing. God, I basically have no front wing. So I basically have to hold these guys off for the remainder of the race. It's just one lap. Final lap. Just hold on and get these points. Just get these points. Just get these points. I'm going to go defensive. You can do whatever you want, buddy. Massive lockup on the fronts, but I don't care. I'm parking the bus. Go defensive. Someone just ran into me. I think we got this. Drama late in the race. After the safety car, the collision with Tictum, and then spinning it here on the previous lap, and just doing enough to keep it together. Oh my god, I'm just keeping it together. Holy crap. I can't slow down at all. I have no front end. I'm glad this is the final lap, but oh, that could have been done so much cleaner. Let's go! Let's pick up points. These are decent points. I would have liked the podium, but these are going to be decent points here. Schumacher takes fastest lap. Hey! It was sloppy, but we got P4. I'll take that.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it.
It's not bad. Could have been worse. I'll take those points. Everyone will be angry with me for the spins and causing collisions and whatnot, but I'll take the points. Oh, that was ever sloppy.
Great effort there from Prema to take the victory today.
Wait, did Schumacher win? Schumacher must have won.
Davide, what do you think made the
No, I'm sorry, Schwartzman. Schwartzman's a Prema driver too. I forgot about that.
That's for sure. A lot of racers begin panicking.
Well, this is
when
going to be an
it's
interesting
brought
season.
into a race, as it means important decisions need to be made in a very short space of time. Should you pit? Well, that depends.
Could have
What
fought
track
for
is
the
it?
win.
How are the tires holding up? What is
Maybe.
my current position?
I don't know.
A race can be won or lost after the introduction of a safety car.
We just got to pick up
Making good
consistent
thinking
points, man.
key to
That's the key to
victory
this season.
today.
Consistent points.
It looks like it's time for the victory ceremony once again, as I can see the drivers beginning to make their way out for the celebrations. You can see it on their faces. It's another marvellous team win for Prema today.
Prema. That's it. Prema. 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 Prima would be with an I, I think. Prema makes a lot more sense. But anyway, that's beside the point. We'll continue the career mode with wherever we're going to next. I don't actually know where we're going next. Well, I got experience points.
And now, let's take a look at the driver's standings. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
I choose Carlo Marliot, the English driver. He was so aggressive today. He made the difference just in that.
On to the teams.
16th to 7th.
To the top
It's
of
a
the
nice
table.
race for Islet.
That's it for today's race. From Davide and I, it's goodbye. And we'll see you when Formula 2 returns.
Gosh, what a sloppy end to the race. So the standings after that, I remain on top by 13 points, it looks like. So I got really good points in this race. So that was huge for me to get points like that. That spin with the guy in front of me was crazy. High Tech were actually 8 points behind Prima, with Prima getting those 2 points, the 2 points, the 1-2 finish really gives them huge points. View replay. We'll just look at a couple of things. I'm starting 8th, so I'm way back there in 8th. But we had a really good race to make up positions. And there we go on the right side of your screen. Just look for the purple helmet in the silver car. That's all you have to do. I'm also racing as 25 in this F2 championship. So there's a lot of laps to go through. I just want to see a couple things. That guy spinning in front of me was hilarious. I really enjoyed that. There has to be a way to skip to a certain lap. That would be such a great feature, and it's, in my opinion, it's such a necessary feature instead of trying to fast forward or whatever. It just doesn't work trying to fast forward. So you can't choose an individual lap, and I don't know if I want to. I don't know that I want to fast forward through all this. That just pauses it, pause and play. Yeah, I don't know that I want to fast forward through all that. We can probably just click highlights. Highlights might tell us and give us enough. Sato is the driver that spun in front of me, by the way. Marino Sato. A little bit of drum and bass music here. Look at the helmet. Ooh, a little bit of elbows out with the orange car, Jack Aitken. I didn't know who was in that car. Lap 2. Overtaking Tsunoda. We had a good race with in the feature race. So that's Drugovic going out of the race with the issue, whatever issue he had. And this is me running into, oh, he locked up, that's why I ran into him. Dan ticked him. He locked up into the corner and he was really slow going in, and that's when I ran into him. And then I spun it on the brakes. I just locked the rear axle and I couldn't control the car, and Joe ran into me. And then there goes Daruvula trying to take my P4 away from me. And I was going to be staunch defending it. Still at the inside. I mean, I kept this really clean. Kept that clean. Lap 12. Tried to defend with no front wing, basically. Elbows out. A little bit of contact, but all is fair in love and war on the last lap. Trying to fight to hold off your position. And we're going to come across the line in P4. Is it cheap? A little bit, but I do what I have to do to get points. It's Barcelona. Oh god, Catalunya. Here we go. Alright, so we'll go to the next session, which is practice. We'll just get practice out of the way. It'll give us a chance to test some setups. And we've only been streaming for, I think, probably half an hour. Yeah, exactly half an hour. So we've only been going for 32 minutes. So let's knock out practice in Barcelona and at least qualifying, and we can save for episode 3. We can save the sprint and feature race. Or it's actually feature race first. Feature and the sprint race for the next episode. So we can knock out qualifying in this. I'm only planning on going for like an hour here, which would take us another 30 minutes. That would get us to about 3:45. That would be nice. Not planning on doing a whole lot with this F2 stream here. Once we get to the F1 season, it'll be a little more, it won't be so disjointed, but the F2 season is going to be a little bit disjointed because you have the sprint and feature race, 2 separate races, and a long weekend. It's harder to get a full, I just don't feel like getting a full weekend in a stream with the F2 season stuff. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, let's see. This is a high downforce track. We're going to go 7-8 on wings. 40-60, we'll see how that feels. Front camber, yep. Knock all this down and do 11-38. We're going to go softer on the front. Softer on the front. Bring up the rear. And bring the front in. We'll do 4-5 rake. 56 brake bias. Bump up the tire pressures by a little bit. Try that. And we will, oh yeah, we got to choose a program. So let's do track acclimatization. Yeah, we'll do flying lap. Just go right out. Flying lap. And get acclimated to Barcelona for the first time in a Formula 2 car.
Right, try to nail as many corner gates as you can.
Okay,
The
that's
faster
going to
you
be a
get through
wild
each
corner.
The higher the score. You'll need to deploy your DRS in the DRS zone as well.
Okay, curbs are really, really aggressive here. Here we go. Beginning acclimatization. We just do, I think, 3 laps for this practice program. Oh, I missed that corner gate entirely. I didn't even know it was there. I do now. Car feels good right out of the box with the little setup tweaks I made. It's pretty good right out of the way. Got the setup right out of the way. Wow. Can't go any faster through there or I'll spin the car. It's just the way the Codemasters have built this track. That corner is not totally accurate in this game. Decent enough first lap. I mean, knocked that out of the way. We knocked that out of the way pretty well. Shut up, Jeff. I'm talking. See, there's a corner gate right there that I didn't hit. Can't believe I didn't hit that gate the first time through. Could have done so much better. I'm happy with sacrificing this corner so I don't spin. I know I won't go purple there, so it's fine.
That's fantastic. You obviously have a really good understanding of this circuit.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty straightforward track. I mean... all the time spent in the simulator is paying off, Jeff. I did smart stuff there. I was able to keep it nice and fast through that section, but not spin the car. Alright, that should do it.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
It's not maximum points, but it's good enough. Very proud. Very proud. Car feels good. Feels really good right now. Let's do tire management and flying lap. So this is 3 laps as well, I think. I think this is 3 laps. I know the race program is like 5 laps to get the most accurate data.
This test is all about tire management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
You got it, Jeff. Oh man, car feels sluggish in this section though. Final chicane is just so awkward, and it's just for some cars it's a very sluggish section of track. Oh, that was not a very good corner. The lockup's not going to help tire wear. What, am I putting in too much steering lock? What's going on? I'm not passing the tire wear program. Yes, I'm in the green, but it's not optimal on tire wear. It's fine, we'll have another lap or 2 to get it right. Actually, we might be in the purple.
Okay,
Oh,
test complete.
yeah.
That was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
Alright. Very good. Nailed it. Something about racing line we didn't achieve and managed tire wear. I don't know. Whatever. I passed it with flying colors onto the race strategy. Wait. We can't change tires. Is that? Yeah, it's the same thing. So we can't change tires. Ooh, they've given us a set of soft compound tires for this race event. That's going to be interesting to manage strategy-wise, I guess.
Give us some consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into the race strategy.
It's not as big of a deal in F2, it seems like. Strategy is pretty straightforward here. Just about managing the tires throughout the race and not really worrying so much about picking compounds and stuff. Strategy is really straightforward as far as I'm concerned.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Alright, conserve fuel, clean lap. How do I manage tire wear? What does that mean? Like, I mean, obviously it means don't wear the tires so much, but how in the hell am I supposed to know that I'm doing that? Just drive extremely slowly and do not put any force through the tires. I'm assuming lockups. Don't lock up. Be smooth on the power reapplication. That's the biggest thing for me in terms of what we need to do here. Don't accelerate too harshly. Just be smooth with all of your inputs. That's what I'm trying to do, at least. See, I've given up a lot of time on my personal best, but I'm just trying to save tires through this lap. Just to appease the objective screen thing that popped up before the lap. The team objectives. I think it's a team objective.
Okay, super job so
Development
far. We're
boost.
getting great data. Stay focused.
There you go. Alright, now I can just drive the remaining laps just like normal. Don't have to manage anything. So we meet the development boost. Not that that's a big deal in F2, but I mean, I'll try to accomplish as much as I can. Barcelona's pretty hard on tires, so... Or at least it traditionally has been a pretty hard track on tires. Especially before the resurfacing. It had a very abrasive surface. It was notoriously bad on tires. Why they brought such hard compound tires to a race here is to be able to handle the tire wear. There's quite a bit of lateral stress, especially coming through that turn there, turn 9 that we just came through. A few heavy braking zones, a couple of heavy braking zones. Very twisty and awkward chicane to end the lap. Gonna get all up on that curb. Just eating curb. short shifting all the way out. I'm trying to just minimize wheel spin and whatnot.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Yes, I have. Alright, 2 more laps just to get the data. We'll get the full data. We're not doing any more races for today, at least not for this stream. We'll do qualifying though. Wow. This car snaps.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
First in the speed trap, I think. Try and get off that corner really smooth.
Program complete and a job well done.
Alright, well we nailed that.
We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back
Made
to
it
the
look
garage
easy.
and I can talk you through the numbers.
And we've been streaming now for 51 minutes, so I'm telling you, time has flown. 20 minutes since we started this whole practice session, and that's all the practice we're going to do for this session. Man, it's hot in this room. It's so hot in this room that I'm in right now. I'm sweating so much driving. 50% wear. There's Mick Schumacher. He's actually in first. I would expect that. We'll go straight to qualifying. Not going to hold anyone up. Not going to waste any more time. We're straight into it.
As all cars are now over the line, your top three again are Schumacher,
All right.
Daruvala, and Nobuharu
I
Matsushita.
can live with
Practice
that.
times are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet. We'll be back with more F2 action soon.
So we're 4/10 off Schumacher. It's kind of what I would expect. Schumacher had an off debut or off first weekend in Bahrain. He was just off. He was off his pace, and I just came in with riding high on confidence. That's the storyline for Bahrain. Why I was so good in the first two races. My awesome 90s inspired helmet design. That's why the colors. I'll probably mention that every stream. All right. So we know now how qualifying works. This is tough because soft tire is probably going to get eaten alive, but we'll do a first lap. Well, I'm going to do the same thing that we did before. Accelerate time. So we only have enough fuel in the car to do one lap. So again, going to go out, set a time about halfway through the session, or close to halfway. about roughly 19, 18 minutes in. We'll let these guys rubber the track in a bit, do some laps, and then we will go out and set a final lap time late in the session. So roughly about here, we'll go on track. Yep. And I'll do a flying lap. I don't care. If I do an out lap, I can control the tire wear a lot easier if I do the out lap, but whatever. So I guess it's late in the afternoon for this qualifying session. The sun is in an interesting spot in the sky. Soft tires on the car, so we got soft tires for the first time. See how grippy this tire compound is here. Just don't want to take too much out of it here in this first lap. Are gonna have to come back around again. Looks like I got a mostly clear track ahead. There is a driver on track with me down the going down into turn 1 there. You can see him in the distance. I don't know who it is. I'm not really concerned with it. Let's just put in the best lap we can. That lockup is not going to help the tires. It's not been a perfect lap by any means. Nice to see where exactly I'm losing out to the drivers. We'll find out in this session when we look at the timing table. No way, P18. No way I'm that far off the mark. I'm P18. Oh my goodness. Wow, I'm barely faster than Nikita is here. Holy crap. Alright, accelerate time. Something's got to be up with that. P18. Go out with like 3 minutes remaining. P18 is not good. Not good enough. Alright, well, that's an interesting development. Alright, let's go out. Go to track. I'm going to drive out.
Checks complete. We're ready.
Ooh, that's not a good lap time. We got to do better than that. Let me go. Let me out. Jeff. Oh, the right pit limiter is a different button than what I thought it was. I can't believe that's my lap time. Disappointing, to say the least. Wow, look at the tire wear we put on these things. That's crazy. No, it could be a case of the difficulty is just too much. Alright, let's do this. I don't care how much tire wear I put in. Let's go for it. It's not going to be enough to get a whole lot of positions. P3? What? P3? I improved that much? I thought I was going to have to find like a second. Oh no, wait. Hold on. Hold on.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set
Okay.
for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Tsunoda, Schumacher and the Rainmaster. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the feature race tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Alright, I found my lap time at the end there. So I'm about roughly 4/10 off of Tsunoda and Schumacher, which is, I think, what you would expect. I think you'd expect me to be about that far off those guys. You can see the gaps there, 4/10 from Tsunoda. So that's where I expect to be. I was 18. I was P18 before. And barely fast enough. So I found lap time, but I'm just a little bit off those guys. So did they do a different tire? I don't know if you can change tires, but they did. That's their lap times. My lap times. That's what time I did before, 30.6. Which would have been good enough for somewhere, yeah, it would have been roughly about where I was, P18. So I'm glad I went out and did a second run at it because I improved. Alright, cool, advance. So we're not doing the feature race. This was only an hour-long stream, but I didn't intend it to be anything more than an hour-long stream, to be honest. So that's going to do it for qualifying. We'll pick up tonight or tomorrow sometime with the feature and sprint races, 19 and 13 laps of Barcelona. So that's going to be what's next. Yeah, I don't know when we're going to get to that. It might be tonight, but it may not. I have a couple things I'd like to do, and Hitman is one of them. Hitman 1. So I might start Hitman 1 tonight. There's just so many things. Pick up with the season mode with the Hurricanes and Hitman 1. That's pretty much what's on the table for me tonight. I'm going to work out later tonight, but when I get home from that workout, we will stream whatever we haven't streamed. We'll pick up with something. I may pick up with the Hurricane season mode shortly in the next little bit, 30 minutes to an hour. And then it'll be time for some food and a workout, and then come back and stream probably Hitman 1. But this is definitely going to be, we're going to be doing some season mode over this weekend for sure. Well, it's going to be hard. Spa 24 hours is this weekend. And I want to watch, well, I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but I want to watch as much of that as I can. So that's going to do it for this episode of the F1 2021 career season, or career mode, season 1. So this is we're just doing the F2 season right now. We did the Bahrain feature race last evening in episode 1. Today in episode 2, we've done the Bahrain sprint race, in which we finished P4 in, with some crazy drama at the end, and we've done qualifying at Spain. We'll pick up with the next episode with both the feature and the sprint race in Spain at Barcelona. So we'll do that, and we'll continue through the F2 season until we get to the start of our Formula One career, which a lot will remain to be seen about that. I'm excited to get to the F1 portion of this career, but until then, we're doing F2, and I want to see what we can do in a competitive F2 season. So that's going to do it for this stream. We'll be back with more later.